I came from New York City to live the Maine life. I was hired to design outdoor footwear.
I live the Maine life. We're looking for college grads, so come get your check.
I came from Venezuela to live the Maine life. I opened my own restaurant.
Learn more about hundreds of Maine jobs and our tax program for college grads at liveandworkinmaine.com.
Hi everyone, greetings from Wiscasset. Here's a look at what's coming up on this week's episode.
We're celebrating the donation of a brand new Subaru Outback to the Meals on Wheels program in Eastern Maine.
It's been a whirlwind in a very good way.
Fireflies are burning bright. Follow the sweet sounds into the twilight. Rocking chairs on a summer's night.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Erno Valley, and this is MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hi everyone, hope you're having a great weekend from Wiscasset to Bangor. We are now here at Quirk Auto Group sharing the love. Before we tell you more about the important work the Quirks are doing in the community this holiday season, our main business, headquartered in Portland, is a growing company that is recruiting talent from all over to live and work in Maine. Learn more about CashStar.
Live and Work in Maine is a statewide organization that partners with Maine employers to help attract and keep people here to live and work full-time. Our partnership with MaineLife helps to tell their stories.
CashStar is a software company. We provide software platforms for merchants and retailers to manage the sale and distribution of gift cards, both plastic gift cards and digital gift cards that people load onto their phones. Portland has been an amazing place for us to hire and build and grow. So we're continuing to hire, continuing to grow. The amount of technical talent and business talent available just gets bigger and bigger. And so we're tremendously excited to be here and to continue to grow our business here.
So, classmates at BC, roommates after that in Boston, and now colleagues at CashStar. How did that happen?
I know, it's kind of crazy to believe. We were also random roommates freshman year, which makes it all...
Oh, your roommates at BC too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
the story's
Makes it all the crazier.
Then how did the CashStar come about?
Yeah, we started researching, at our apartment separately, but both came across these great opportunities at CashStar. And the more that we looked into the company, the more excited we were about how great of a place it seemed, and the opportunities were kind of perfect for what we were looking for. So.
Yeah, for both of our different experiences and positions we were looking for. And I mean, we have a lot in common, so it's not that surprising that we both liked the company.
Right.
I was living down in the DC area for about 6 years. It was getting just too hectic. It was fun in my early 20s, but my wife and I wanted something a little bit more low stress for, starting to raise a family and everything. And Portland seemed to sort of have everything going on. There's tons of great breweries and restaurants that I love going to. I love everything about this town.
I was in Cambridge previously, and so it really feels a lot like Cambridge in that there's just a little of everything here. Anything you want to find, you can find it. Like you said, a lot of great breweries, restaurants, culture in general is great.
Our culture is really energetic and really collaborative.
Really open office and open door policy that everyone's interacting and you're learning a lot. There's a lot of great work-life balance. I mean, I do yoga twice a week and friends with people that we work with, so.
Yeah, we've already got a group of people who are, socializing outside of work, so it's nice to have more than just a work environment. You've got, that family forming, even though it's only been a couple months.
Well, welcome to Maine. We're glad you're here.
We're excited to be here.
very excited today. We're celebrating 50 years of Subaru of America, giving away a Subaru Outback to Meals on Wheels.
We're celebrating the donation of a brand new Subaru Outback to the Meals on Wheels program in Eastern Maine.
And we're also celebrating the amazing volunteers who make this program happen.
Quirk Subaru has been an incredible partner in helping us get this program going, getting the car and getting it all put together. And a lot of work and a lot of hard things had to happen to make that happen. But we were pretty amazed and pretty honored.
I just leased a car from Subaru, and so I was here when they delivered this one, so I took some pictures and shot it over to everybody at the office to show them this new baby that we have, which is just beautiful, and we're so excited. We cover 13,000 square miles with deliveries, so this car is going to get a lot of use by all of our amazing volunteers with Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels is designed to help people stay in their homes. These are seniors that have no other options. They can't get out by definition of the program. They're unable to prepare their own meals. They can't shop. They very often have no one else in their lives other than our Meals on Wheels drivers. So this link to the rest of the world and sociability as well as getting a nutritious meal is pretty critical to literally to their survival. Yeah, one of the really neat things with the program is that the volunteers really know the people that they're serving. And so, if they go to the house and nobody's answering, they'll call. They call the main office, we check, so it is like Rob was saying, it's a social connection, and it keeps these people, besides just nourishing their bodies, it really is that kind of nourishing their souls and spirits by having somebody who cares about them.
And it's a safety check too. I mean, we actually do chase, we don't just leave the meals, and we chase it to ground if somebody's not home when they should be. And sometimes we've been the people that have gone in and saved the day and found somebody in time to rescue them. That's a pretty exciting part of this job. Tonight's the big night that we've all been waiting for. We actually have 4 representatives coming, one from each county, that are pretty stellar. Quirk has been a great partner, and they are very community-minded and really help a lot of different organizations, and we're very honored to be part of it and really appreciative of all they've done for us.
It's very important for Quirk to be a part of the community. Yes, it is. And we're glad to help and show our appreciation for all these volunteers.
Hi, I'm Jim. I guess I'm just looking for the ideal partner. I love being out in the wild, taking the road less traveled. I want someone who gets along with my friends, someone I can really share my life with. I guess I'm just looking for someone I can really connect with. Hi, I'm Jim. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Our travels now bring us back to Portland, where we got to celebrate at Bayside Bowl with Maine Today Media and Foundation Brewing Company, who came out with a new beer called the Weekender, raising money for a great cause.
This behind us is our brew house. This is where we're able to take the grain and convert that into the sugar water called wort. We then boil it here in our kettle. And once that process is done, we then pump the beer over to our fermenters where we add the yeast, and that is then fermented into beer. Once that process is over, the beer is then actually pumped to the other side of the brewery where it's going to be packaged into cans and kegs. It's just been a fantastic ride. We're coming up on 3.5 years open. This is 1 year, our tasting room this week. It's been a whirlwind in a very good way. Our brewery is right across the street from some trails that are part of the Portland Trails Network. And we'll sometimes take our dogs over there to run around a little bit at lunch break and or in the afternoon. So it just seemed to be a really good opportunity to start to look at other partnerships in this area
we got hooked up with Maine Today. Maine Today has a section called The Weekender, which basically lists all the activities and things going around sort of southern Maine and greater Portland area. And with us looking at doing a session IPA, which is like that perfect beer for you just finished, you went out on a hike, you just hit a concert in town. You want something that just tastes great, but keeps the alcohol down so you can keep going. And we decided this was just be the right fit. So what we've been doing basically, the beer obviously got packaged. We sent it out to our distributors. It went to local area stores last week in cans, but tonight is the first time we're releasing it on draft. You know, it's a great opportunity for us to raise some money for Portland Trails. So everything sort of fell into place and we're just having a good time.
It's been really fun watching the process, you know, from the beginning, planning, and then we had the opportunity to be at Foundation during a couple of key stages in the process, which was really a lot of fun for us. And then being here tonight with everyone having a great time. And again, with the proceeds going to Portland Trails, it's really, it's a nice way to round out the event.
Cheers.
Hi everyone, in this week's Places and Spaces, we get to tour Clark's Point Homes here in Wiscasset, speaking with real estate broker Sherry Dunbar on this beautiful fall day. Sherry, thanks so much for having us. Not a bad place to come to work every day.
No, thank you for coming, Erin. This is a great day here on the Sheepskin River in Clark's Point Homes. We are looking at the Harvest House, which is one of the greatest amenities we have here. Post and beam home that is built for all of the association members to use for whatever they'd like, functions and
dinner
whatnot.
parties.
Dinner parties, exactly.
And the beautiful fireplace. When you walk in, you can just smell the coziness.
Yeah, and there's a pizza oven there.
This is just the first of many, though, amenities that people can expect when they become a homeowner.
Absolutely. There's the deep water dock. We have moorings available, basketball, tennis courts, common gardens.
What was the vision going on when the developers decided to buy this property?
Just to make it a place where people love to be, you know, where everyone shares in the community, really make it a community.
And so how many lots are available and how many have sold already?
Currently, we have 2 that are sold, 2 homes that are sold. We have 2 homes that are built, just about finished and ready for sale. We're getting ready to start a new one for a couple from Colorado, and then another lot, a couple from Connecticut.
Okay, so your buyers are from all over?
All over, yeah, and we have locals here as well. We have a couple that has been living here for the last 4 years, and they are very happy, Dan and Zoe Bigley.
Hi Dan and Zoe, welcome. And so to be part of a waterfront community starting at around $300,000, you feel that's a great value?
It's an amazing opportunity. I mean, there is nothing like this in the Mid-Coast right now.
And the vision for this close-knit community really mirrors the Wiscasset feel too, in the downtown, the quaint village. You've been here for a while. Tell us a little bit about the village of Wiscasset.
Yeah, it's a great little village. It's got a lot of history, a lot of shops and restaurants. The community is a tight-knit, small town feel.
The town has this really lovely, grounded and quaint feeling to it, which I feel like we don't have very much anymore in our big bustling world.
In the summertime, you're going to definitely feel the energy of people coming to enjoy what Wiscasset has to offer, and more boat traffic and more people around. And then on the off season, it's just a nice, quiet community that's still humming with people living here and raising their children and enjoying the town, but just a little quieter, a little more time to enjoy nature.
As you come over the bridge and you see the entire village, it's magical. It's just a beautiful place.
The prettiest little village in Maine is what we're known for.
Great lifestyle.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sherry.
Another Sunday night, holding on to what is right. I parked your car on the outer bank. Pull out the bed and hold me tight. I just want you one more night. Another Sunday night, holding on to what is right. Sunlight on your skin, and the world begins. I'll see you if I can, and then I'll take your hand. Another Sunday night, holding on to what is right.
As a credit union, we're cooperative, and we have that very nature built into us as to work together and kind of come up with solutions, and it's a people helping people philosophy. And so I think if we have more chance to share more stories of the various organizations out there that you're putting on your show, it's a greater opportunity to other people to jump in and help them expand their cause and do greater and bigger things in our communities.
Welcome to Game Changers. My name is Jess Knox, and I'm here today with Bree Warner of the Island Institute. Bree, thanks for coming today.
My pleasure.
So, some people know you as the founder of Maine Pipeline, your background in the Foreign Service, but tell me what you're doing today.
So I am the Economic Development Director at the Island Institute, which is a nonprofit focused on the sustainability of remote coastal and island communities throughout Maine. We're based in Rockland. And my job is to work on income diversification and economic diversification of the communities in which we work. So we're a pretty comprehensive organization working on all aspects of sustainability of these communities.
And how, in your role with the Island Institute today, how does that help build community for the islands or for the state as a whole?
So the organization has been around for a little over 30 years. And a few years ago, the leaders of the organization went back to the communities and said, okay, what have we been doing right and what have we been doing wrong, and how can we help better prepare for the future? And one of the big things that came out of this is economic diversification, because the majority of these communities rely on the lobster fishery, tourism, and a few other industries, but those are basically the big ones. So without some economic diversification, these communities are going to have a hard time seeing their future be sustainable. How do we build an economy in these communities that will help us sustain, was the main question that they asked. So that's where I came on as an economic development professional to help with small business support, with income diversification within the fishery, community economic development planning and strategy, and some work with getting people into new businesses. So it's been a lot of really interesting learning for me to learn from these communities what it is that they think economic development is and how I can help support that, and how our organization as a whole can work together to meet all these different needs in the communities to make sure that that is successful.
Sounds like incredibly important work. If you had a moonshot in the work you do or in the things that you've experienced both here in Maine and around the country, what would that moonshot be for you?
I think for me, in this current job, I think one thing I'm continually inspired by is the community leadership within these communities in which we work, of these incredible people who put their lives toward making these communities better or more sustainable, and keeping the character that's already there and making it, you know, available to their children and their children's children. I would love to be able to see that sort of leadership be an example for other people to follow, and be able to spread the word of that incredibly important way of community engagement that I see along the coast and the islands in Maine, and be able to kind of transfer that as a lessons learned for other communities that are in similar positions, is showing the great work that these people are doing.
Sounds like that would be a game changer itself.
I think so.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Hey everyone, in this week's Maine Today Minute, as the days get darker, here are some ideas to get you out and about. If you've already finished off your Thanksgiving Day leftovers, there's nothing that warms you up on a cold day than a big steaming bowl of soup, and Portland's got plenty of places that are serving it up. You can try Misen on Congress Street for its unique Thai broths, Kamasuptra in the public market or at the mall, Gilbert's for all kinds of chowder, and Pai Men Miyake for a big bowl of ramen. And there's nothing that brightens a dark, almost winter night like Gardens Aglow at the Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens in Booth Bay. From now through New Year's Eve, the gardens come to life with the help of more than 500,000 energy-efficient LED lights. Stroll all around the stunning gardens and buildings for a truly magical experience. But be warned, Gardens Aglow is wildly popular, so be sure to purchase tickets in advance. For more ideas on how to get you out during the day or night, log on to mainetoday.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Take these boots and chase your dreams. So I headed out on a Texas highway, living that rodeo life. These old boots, they've been around some. I don't recall. Hoping they can take the fall. Another